Yes, y'all. It's your boy Cam Legend. Hope all is well in this dunya. Super grateful. Quick update. I'm still out here in the wilderness. And I'm just super grateful because ultimately I was not aware that I had acres of land available for me to explore within the gated community I live within. So this was something that was a surprise. And it's not really a surprise when I really deep it because I always give thanks to nature. So it's only right that everything will be in sync. You see, synchronicities that are positive usually happens when you work with the heart space. And that's what I'm going to be getting into today is gratitude. You see, gratitude is the ultimate cheat code. Doing something as simple as giving grace before you eat and speaking life into existence into that food before you eat are the small little life hacks that allows you to get with oneness. You see, the universe, Earth has a certain frequency. It's known as 7.83 hertz, Schumann's resonance. And if you can get in alignment with that frequency, you see the secrets of the universe. You gain more in this universe because you're working with the heart space that is abundant and gives back energies tenfold, more than you can even imagine. You see, this is the simple life hacks that is not given to us when we go to school, the way we've been engineered socially. We're not told of this. So you have to unlearn everything you've been taught and get with this kind of frequency, vibe, resonance that ultimately will help you ascend. You see, the thought forms that we manifest has now been corrupted, but the heart space can't be infiltrated because the thought forms that we manifest, you may have heard your thoughts are not your own. Yeah, because you have mediums to access thought forms, such as social media. It's only social media that has the ability to make you feel some type of way, to the point where you're now depressed or you don't feel like you're doing good enough. You're playing competition. You're watching what this person's doing, that person's doing. But ultimately, Instagram isn't real life. But when you go onto these mediums, you attach yourself to what's going on there, which isn't even anything to do with your own personal life. And now there's this feedback within the thought forms that is out of alignment with your natural self. And this was created this way. The same with news. What's going on here? What's going on there? Social justice this, social justice that. Somebody got offered doing this, somebody got offered doing that. Ultimately, that is not your life. And you are subscribing to external energies that have no benefit for your own space and your heart space. You're actually killing your heart and you're densifying your heart by attaching yourself to external things that were made to take your energy. You see? But when you're depressed and when you're vibing low, you relate to all the negative things that happen here on this earth because you feel like a victim. And being a victim is one of the worst things you should ever associate yourself to. Because when you say, oh, I'm a victim, they're doing this to me, the government's doing that to me, they're doing this, mandates that, you now allow the universe to trample you. It's real. It's real like that. So the stuff you affirm to yourself, subconsciously or verbally, it will start to attract to you. Ultimately, if you want to make a change in this universe, work with the heart space. Be a conduit for all the positive things that is happening here on earth. And there's a lot to be grateful for. You know, everything I have is not a coincidence. It's literally because I've always focused on self, helping others through positivity, and see the light that is available to you in this world. You see, lightness, darkness, I don't really want people to get that misconstrued, but darkness is where you can access the light. Because when you wake up to all the injustice that does happen here on earth, which can't be Ray Charles and be blind to, you now see, okay, there's a lot of negativity going on. It's making me feel some type of way. But ultimately, there's people that are living their best lives. What are they doing that I'm not doing to now get me to that point? What can I do to now get me to that point? Oh, they think positive. Oh, they stay out in nature. Oh, they limit the amount of time they stay on social media. Oh, they have the right friends around them that's going to positively uplift them and things of this nature. So you want to see and relate to the good aspects of life, because ultimately, the last 18 months since this pandemic, or is it 2 years now, has been positive for me. I've been getting more aligned with myself. I've been feeling newer aspects of myself. I always feel like I'm elevating in consciousness, elevating in development, and all of that, you know. And that is because I'm working with oneness, working with the gratitude, working with giving grace, working with eating fruits, vegetables, salads, green, gratitude, grace, grounded, grateful. Any word with the prefix, any word with the prefix of GR is alluding to the fact that you're working with the heart space. Because the green chakra is known as your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is the medium between your primordial self and your higher self. That's why the heart chakra has the Star of David, which is just two triangles, one upwards, one downwards. And then there's a middle dot. That's your 0 point energy. And your 0 point energy is infinite. You have the ability to expand your heart space. Even something as simple as speaking here in nature. Nature is receptive to the verbs I'm saying. Because the verbs have vibration, your words have vibration, and now there's a feedback loop that is being relayed between me and the trees. This is secret of the shaman, because the shaman ultimately learnt the universe through being primitive, getting down on their feet, working with these elements, working with these plants. So before they started taking ayahuasca and all of those kind of things, they had to actually know what these plants were. And the only way you can get to know what these elements are actually doing is through working with nature. That's why the shaman could see the clouds getting misty over there and turning grey and tell the whole family and tribe, look, we need to put these tents up, you know? And now we naturally know that as well. Like, we naturally know when it's about to rain. We could feel it in the air, because that's something that has been put in our DNA code through our ancestors, you know? So once you start getting oneness with self, oneness with nature, grounded with nature, you start to access the real portals to this reality. You know, I'm just out here. Like, there's literally nobody here. I think maybe like a couple 100 yards away, or maybe there's some guys there, but it's just me and these lot in this so-called forest, you know? And I could be scared, I could be, you know, insecure, but I feel safe, you know? And that's the point you want to get to in life. You want to feel safe with your surroundings, because ultimately where they put us in these concrete jungles, you would think it would be more civilized. But ultimately, it's the root chakra and the imbalance of the root chakra that puts people in the vibration of fear. You see, even where I live now, when I go into the supermarkets or anything like that, the first instinct for some people, is to put on the mask. And it's only because I'm tall, I'm melanated, I got quite a big physique, and they feel some type of way. They feel fear in their heart, you know, because I'm something that is not familiar to them. So fear is a natural human instinct, but it's a very primal one. And that's why you want to be vibing high, be fearless, go to a new country, go to a new continent. That's what I did. I left my area. I lived in London, the so-called best place in the world, where a lot of people all around the world are going to travel to. But within London is a whole cloud of, I don't want to get into it, but London is just like a facade. It's not. It's just a false reality of everybody going through it, but smiling, but rarely dying inside. So I've moved out to a place where I'm more aligned, where my vibration is more aligned to. And yes, I will be going to London and going to other places, but ultimately I know where my heart is at. And that's where you want to get to in life. You want to know, where do you really vibe at? Because if you go to somebody's house, a friend's house, family's house, or you're going to a workplace and it lowers your vibration, that means that surrounding is not for you. If you have to think before you speak, because you're conscious that this person's going to think you're weird for this thought, then those are the people you don't want to be around, So gratitude is key. Give thanks for everything you have. Get aligned with yourself firstly. Give thanks for all the things you have, if I haven't already said that already. But truly, it may sound redundant. Give thanks for all the small things you have. It's important. That heart space, it can't get corrupted unless you allow it to. So get with yourself. Do the more practical things, the more mundane things. Even something as simple as going out in nature. If you have a park local to you, it doesn't matter. Wherever you see green, go to. And make sure you plant your feet on the ground, barefoot. Okay? So I'm going to keep it moving. It's mad hot here. Like almost every video I do outside, I'm sweating. I'm trying to, stay fresh for YouTube. But you know what it is. I keep it organic. All right? So peace.